Beautiful people, what's happening? You know, I was talking to my bad gal Mo. What up? I was talking to my man, right? Pardon me. I was talking to my man, Bertsky. What up? And he was like, yo, you know, my youngin', he think he the plug. My phone is dying? That's so annoying. He was like, yo, he think he the plug. I'm like, look, man, I don't know what rap niggas decided that we'll get into rap niggas in a minute. Let me stay on topic here. Daniel the God, what up? The idea of selling drugs in 2017 is so fucking ridiculous. Like, if you want to sell weed, that's fine. Do you sell some weed? Whatever, you know. There's dispensaries out. If one state is legal, other states is not. I ain't gonna judge you for selling a little marijuana. I'm not talking about the marijuana dealers. I ain't talking about the weed dealers. If you are really out there trying to sell hard drugs, something's fucking wrong with you, my nigga. You need to get a job. Like, you need to really get your shit together. Cocaine, it is not cool to sell cocaine. Like, that's crazy. Like, if you selling cocaine, like, something is really wrong with you. Not even the fact, and I'm not, you know me, you guys see my tweets, I'm not one of those moral niggas that be all over you trying to judge your life. Like, I just speak on what I know from my personal experience in my 29 years. If you sell, like, crackheads don't even smoke crack no more. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you out selling Percocets and shit, I don't know what's really wrong with you. Like, they make money, I get that, but that shit don't be worth its troubles. Like, that shit don't be worth its weight. Because say you make 100 grand from selling fucking Molly Percocets, and you get bumped and you do 8 years, nigga, you was better off working for fucking $12 an hour at that point, like over the stretch when all the money. But hey, remember, give the people what they want, right? And do you see a change? I'm not giving people what they want. Like, the people want guidance. You understand? Let me take my glasses off, because now I'm serious. The drugs ain't giving them what they want. Lost niggas is gonna gravitate towards other lost niggas. So if you really out there trying to sell drugs because you think you're giving the people what they want, you being real selfish, and if you're not in it for the money and you selling drugs, you even more fucked up. Like, you as bad as a serial killer in my book, because you don't even really understand why you doing what you doing. Oh, thank you, Viva Chica, thank you. But I'm being dead serious. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm being so dead ass. Like, but thank you. Do I see a cocaine? Daniel the God, the 956 God, asked me, do you see a change in cocaine trade from back in the day? Do I see a change in cocaine? Yes, I definitely see a change. I'm only 29. I just turned 29 yesterday. So the change I see is that the hustlers that I know, the niggas that I used to see, I'm parked up. Hold on, let me just give y'all a little. Thank you so much, Viva Chica. A motherfucking Manhattan. I'm really out here in the middle, okay? Bad gal Mo. Big shout out to Philly. Viva Chica, we see you out there. Thank Daniel the God, the 956 God. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. This just went left and got all sentimental and nice. But I wanted to just show you, I'm in the middle of Manhattan. So I'm right here. I'm not saying I'm one of them niggas that be out in the streets. I don't mean it like that. But I'm really out, and I've seen a lot of shit in my day. So I'm not in the middle of Manhattan? No, I know. I'm in I think the Upper West Side. No, I meant the middle of Manhattan. That's what I meant. I didn't mean the middle of the street. I meant the middle of Manhattan. But I've seen the cocaine, the niggas that used to sell coke when I was young, they were like, I felt like they had a vision, and they were in it for like the cars and the jewelry and the brownstones, and it was fucked up in its own right, because them niggas would sell coke to a pregnant woman. Like, they didn't give a fuck. They really didn't give a fuck. And that was fucked up in its own right, don't get me wrong. But they would and I'm not saying it's even, but in their morals and how they explained it to me, they would buy the kids ice cream, and when it was time to go back to school, they would buy fucking 150 backpacks. When it was Thanksgiving, they give out 150 turkeys. Like, that's how they called it even, and they lived with the bullshit they did, because they knew it was some bullshit. They knew, and in their heart of hearts, they knew it was fucked up. So they that's how they call it even. But what if you supplied a small? I'm gonna get to that. But that's actually where I was going next. But them niggas was in it for the money at a certain point, and it was just a part of the game. Like, it was a casualty of war, so for lack of a better term. Because then they started to just supply the low-level drug dealers and really be out of the loop and really stay away from it. You know what I'm saying? And that was the difference between then and now. Like, now, I feel like there's no morals, and people are killing each other over $700 and crazy shit. Like, I feel like the game's all fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the difference then is they had a goal and they had an end game. And the niggas who didn't, you know the difference, because the niggas who didn't are probably in jail and doing what they're doing now. And not everybody was able to walk away from it. But the difference then is they graduated. Like, now, niggas is just in it for Instagram likes. Like, they're just in it to, I don't know, for the clout. They're in it for the look of it. And that's what I think that's where I think the shit took a real turn for the worse. So I was saying all that to say, selling drugs isn't cool, man. Like, being the plug, that shit don't make you cool. Like, unless you, I don't know. Like, I had the scammer on. You guys, I don't know if you watched the scammer interview. The scammer has an end game to go out and start a business. He wants to open a strip club and really, like, graduate, because he's like, this shit ain't forever. This is not it. But I feel like with these weird fucking drug dealers now, these niggas that just want to be the plug. Like, I don't know what rap music they listen to, but they really just want to be out. Like, I'm out in the streets. I'm doing what I'm doing. Like, I think that shit is very fucking extra. I think that shit is crazy. And I really think you niggas need to go and talk to your local OG. And if they're not giving you the real game, if they're not telling you to get your shit together, you need to find a local OG or come see me. Kev, what up? No, exactly. You get money, but the stress ain't worth it. Kev, I don't know if you was here for the whole thing. My bad. I missed you coming in. But the stress of that shit and the consequences of that shit is nowhere worth the money. Unless you're making $500,000. Like, if you made $500,000 in 1 year and you could pay a lawyer to keep your ass out of a jam, fine. But these niggas is getting shot. All types of crazy shit. Oh, yeah, exactly. I forget who said that. My bad. But they said they get shot, robbed. Exactly, like that shit. That's why it's not worth it. It's fucking 2017. It's so much shit you could do. You could be a grown ass man selling waist trainers and make more money than that. These days, it's 2017. It's no excuse. Buy a fucking ice cream truck or something. Sell weed. Who cares? Sell weed. It's mad weed, different weed you can sell. You can have edibles. You can have goddamn weed air freshener. You just put it under your nose and niggas get high. You can do a bunch of shit. But to sell hard drugs and really fuck up your community and fuck up someone's life for a couple dollars really ain't worth it. Daniel, the 956 God said, why weed though? Prison time too. I feel like that may be a whole separate podcast, and if y'all got time, I got time. I may have to plug my phone in, because I can get into the weed shit too. Weed is different. The weed game is fucked up. I thought that was the cops. A nigga pulled up on me, but it's a taxi. Like, shit, I guess I was talking about cocaine too loud. But I get into the weed shit. I gotta plug my phone in. My bad. It's gonna be shaky now because I can't. You know, my battery be dying and shit. But weed is legal in other states. So I'm in New York. Weed ain't necessarily legal here, but they just really look past it. But weed is different. I can't judge a nigga for selling weed when it's a fucking dispensary open in the next state and somebody really getting paid and paying taxes and bringing value to that property in their community. So I can't judge a nigga standing on these same corners selling weed, and I can't tell him to get a job and call him a bum when it's a business and an actual establishment somewhere selling people weed. So I'm not going to sit here and try to, and you know what I'm saying, say one man is less than another because he wants to sell weed. So that's why I say the weed dealers don't count. Once that shit started being sold and the government started taxing that shit, you are no longer a piece of shit for being a weed dealer, my nigga. Really be out there doing you. Get money. You understand? I swear. So weed is way different. And I feel like when niggas that smoke weed, and see, when you start trying to become the plug and sell pounds of weed, that's when shit gets tricky. That's when it gets fucked up, and that's what brings hate. But niggas that sell weed don't be bothering nobody, because a nigga that sell weed, like when I go buy weed from my weed dealer, the nigga be like, yo, meet me. I'm like, nigga, if you don't come across the street and stop playing, like, I'm not meeting you behind no fucking back alleys, my nigga. They just gonna have to accept this sale. It's $25, my nigga. What are we hiding from? Okay? But when yeah, take your time, man. Daniel, thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate it. But when you get into like the pounds and shit, that's when shit gets tricky. And I would just say that's no longer moral. Like, you just got to be careful and watch for the hate at that point, because it's not even about the cops. It's about niggas that just don't care about your well-being. And that's a whole nother podcast for a whole separate day. But when y'all niggas decide to try to rob weed dealers, like, you're less than a piece of shit. Like, I talked about the cocaine dealers, and I talked about the hard drug dealers. The niggas that want to be stick-up kids and rob you, you're the worst kind of piece of shit. Like, you're so low level. Like, you worse than scum to me. The niggas that be really out there trying to be stick-up kids and rob drug dealers are real suckers. Like, you need to, if your man comes to you and he's talking about, yo, I want to rob that nigga, you need to stop talking to him. Like, you need to call the police on him. And I don't be for that police shit, but if your nigga's really out there trying to rob you, you need to report him to the police. Let the drug dealers do them. But the niggas that's really out there trying to cause harm to people and just trying to take the easy way and take their money, they're no good, man. They're a different kind of piece of shit. And I ain't even going to get into that because my emotions are tied into that. So that's a separate podcast for a separate day. But I was saying all that to say, if you want to sell a little weed and be the plug, fine. If you think they're not trying to rob you. You about to steal my car? Yeah, come run up. Yo, that's another thing. If a nigga trying to steal my car, you can have this shit. Just don't harm. I'll be like, nigga, here, take the shit. I got insurance, motherfucker. Go ahead. Do you, fam? Because y'all niggas ain't gonna kill me over a Honda Pilot. I ain't going out like that. Fuck that shit. You can have this motherfucker. So please, knock yourself out. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, they can take what they want from me. Like, fam, go ahead, my nigga. You got it. I got insurance for that. I'm trying to live to see another day. This shit is really hard out here. Like, it's fucked up. This game is fucked up, man. I don't know what happened with the internet. I don't know where I don't want to blame Trump, but at some point, I don't know what happened with the world between when Obama left, but niggas is really out there losing their mind. We got white boys with tiki torches talking about, you know what I'm saying, get off our land. Like, nigga, I'm just black. I ain't Jamaican. I ain't Haitian. I ain't none of that shit. I've been black. My people been here since the motherfucking Revolutionary War. This is my land, my nigga. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Yo, don't take my green hat. Nah, look, see, you can take everything but my green hat. You know what I'm saying? Who said? Strugger Thugger, what up? Strugger Thugger says, I don't agree with niggas stealing anything. Unless you're struggling trying to feed your family, it's for some food. Now, that's a fact. Now, I talked about the robbers. I gotta hold my phone, so this shit is getting shaky. My bad if it's real shaky. But if you said, how am I on 10%? My phone is plugged in. Hold on, let me make sure my shit. All right, I'm back. Heather Ladybug, what up? Good to see you. But you missed a long conversation. I've been at this shit for like 15 minutes. So if you feel out of the loop, just let me know and I'll recap you. But Strugger Thugger said, what about the people, stealing? I don't respect niggas stealing. I don't respect people robbing you. I don't respect people robbing you. If you steal, like, clothes, you're a loser. Like, if you boost fucking Michael Kors bags, you're a lame. But if you gotta go into, like, Stop and Shop, or you gotta go into Walmart and steal a pack of chicken to feed your family, do you, fam? Like, I ain't here to judge. Like, if I see you robbing a nigga in the streets, I'm calling the police on you. We gotta clean this neighborhood up. But if I'm in Stop and Shop and I see you put a pack of chicken in your sweatpants, I'm gonna be like, Like, I didn't see a motherfucking thing. Like, I respect that shit. Like, yo, man, you gotta eat.